Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new comedy, horror, musical romance, Chainsaws Were Singing. And this tells the story of adventures await when new lovers are separated by a chainsaw killer. And this is from writer-director Sander Maran, and the story along with Carl Ives. And this film is a film from Estonia that really leans into, like, the tagline of this is Monty Python meets Texas Chainsaw in Les Miserables. Obviously, those are some broad strokes. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing makes a lot of sense. But the idea is you have this young couple, they love each other, they're off in the woods, in the wilderness, and this crazed chainsaw killer winds up splitting them up, and this young man tries to save the woman that he loves, while the woman that he loves is stuck in this wild Texas Chainsaw Leatherface family vibe that's going on. And if that weren't enough, there's all kinds of crazy shenanigans along the way and wild characters that are just completely unhinged. And this film's hour and 57 minutes. I'll admit, this did not need to be 2 hours. This could have been tightened up in areas, and there's certainly some subplots and stuff like that this film is a film of big swings. Not all of those big swings hit, but what's interesting is a lot of them do, and this is a pretty consistently funny, charming, horrifying, demented, musically inclined film that just melds all of these ideas, these genres, these motifs together to create a wild and crazy type of film to just sink your teeth into. And this film certainly leans into blood and gore and all those wild things. You can tell this is not a big budgeted film, and they lean into the fun practical effects a lot. The makeup, the action and the horror elements are silly shenanigans. Like, this is the type of film where two twin chainsaw wielding psychos are disarmed because a guy swings a toddler at them and hits them in the face with a toddler who's giggling and laughing while smacking these two men in the face, knocking them down on the ground. I'm like, I feel like this scene is this film in a nutshell. This is the kind of shenanigans you're going to get from Chainsaws Were Singing. And the musical numbers are actually a lot of fun and really charming and quite twisted, obviously. And you have these different characters like Martin Roos, who plays Killer. Is like, he has like blood-soaked face the whole entire time. He's really unhinged, but he has those moments where he speaks to his heart and he has a controlling mother. He has mommy issues. And we hear deep from the heart, like, maybe he wants to be better. And it's mother who's the real villain. Obviously now it's like motifing on like Psycho and stuff like that. But this film really understands how to lean into that blood and guts to get the, like, scratch that horror itch and deliver some wild and crazy musical numbers. Like, I haven't watched a musical this unhinged and weird since Cannibal the Musical from Trey Parker and Matt Stone. So it's definitely that kind of vibe of a musical. And because it's low budget, it's out in the woods, and it's campy and weird, and no other movie you're going to find musical numbers with these types of twisted and weird and funny lyrics. And honestly, I think the whole cast really commits to the bit, honestly. And Carl Ives Elves plays Tom, Laura Niles plays Maria. We connect with these characters well enough, and, you know, they're empathetic and endearing performances that, like, we want them to be okay. And, you know, we meet all kinds of wild characters along the way that are just completely weird and offbeat, and these actors really lean into the bit. This whole film is commitment to the bit, for sure, and there's tons of fun to have because of it. But those are my thoughts on Chainsaws Worth Singing. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.